Welcome to Eureka Street Crypto. This is my anti-professional crypto channel. I'm just a barely sane dude who fell down the cryptocurrency rabbit hole. This channel is my fumbling attempt to communicate myself outside my own head about my journey in the crypto space. It is basically my brain dump. None of this is actual financial advice.
Good morning, everybody. I'm Eureka John, and you're at Eureka Street Crypto, broadcasting from Leander, Texas. It is 6:36 in the morning on June 20th, 2022. This is episode number 464. I know on like Spotify and all the podcast platforms, like the audio only, that it'll say episode 135. That's because I started doing the actual like podcasting like later, and I started doing like the video streaming first. I did YouTube and I did Theta Network for a while. I did Float for a while. Theta Network and Float weren't really holding up as far as the live streaming was concerned, because I started having some issues with it. I think it's probably the RAM on my computer, which I'm working on. So maybe I'll be able to get back on Theta at some point here, because I really liked broadcasting on Theta, and I picked up a pretty good following after a while there. But then I just started having like lots of trouble like actually getting the stream to work. But I think it was me, not the Theta networks, because I still hold Theta token and I still believe in that project. I mean, they have like 6 patents, so yeah, I don't think Theta is going to be going anywhere during all this bear market. I think it's going to be coming back strong. I mean, they have, a lot of patents, a lot of big companies. I mean, it's kind of centralized in that way. They only have like 12 validator nodes, Yeah, you got to be like a multi-million-billion-dollar type of corporation to have a validator node on Theta. So, I don't know, but it is decentralized content network delivery. I don't know how I got on that track. I wasn't even going to talk about Theta today. I don't even know what I'm going to talk about half the time when I get on this show. I started doing this October 24th, 2020. Like I said, I'm 464 episodes deep. This is just my sandbox to be able to learn about the crypto space, learn about audiovisual technology, sound, video, and things like that. Sometimes it works out, sometimes it doesn't. But yeah, man, I'm glad you're here with me on this journey. Give a like or a thumbs up. I'm at like 983 subscribers. It'd be cool to get to that 1,000 mark, because I think that's when YouTube actually kind of starts to notice you, and you can begin to kind of sort of monetize, maybe get like that $20 a month or whatever. But hey, every little bit helps, especially right now. I'm currently unemployed or going full Dow. I put my money where my mouth is. I quit the factory job that I was working at as sales for 5 years, and to go to another job, and that job as an audiovisual producer on a show. And that job fell through because they canceled the show right after I got hired. So that was the kick in the butt I needed to get out fully into the crypto Web3 space. So here I am. Yeah, if you need any audiovisual production needs or anything like that, podcast editing, sound editing, I'm your guy, dude. All right. So let's get on to some of just, what's going on in the crypto market. Obviously, everything's in the complete toilet. Let me go over here to this other screen. Okay, so yeah, let me refresh CoinGecko. Let me get this screen up to where you can see it a little bit. Sorry, audio listeners, if you're just kind of listening to me fumble through this. But, the market is still in the toilet. But in the past 24 hours, yesterday I saw like a little blip of green, Ethereum over the weekend on Saturday went below 1,000, but to like $996. But today, Ethereum is at $1,155.64. So up 9.7% in the past 24 hours, and Bitcoin up 5.7%, back above the 20,000 mark at $20,787. And then we have Tether and USDC. Those are stable coins. Stable coins are pegged to the dollar. And when people are selling, stable coins, tend to have more market cap, because people sell into stable coins and to something that they can either cash out with a bank with for $1, because it's pegged evenly for $1, or they just sit on the sidelines. They use the stable coins to say, okay, I'm selling here. I'm going to have my stable coins. I'm going to sit on the sidelines. The water in the neighborhood swimming pool got a little too choppy with some teenage boys showing up, splashing around. We got to have an adult swim and get out of the pool, wait on the side, go to the concession stand, get a Frito pie, and wait till the point where you want to get back into that pool, the neighborhood piss-filled, infested swimming pool. We have one here too in my neighborhood, and I swim in it. Who knows how much piss I've drank, but it's community, right? We're all in this together. All right, so anyway, the Binance coin is at 215.31. The Binance USD stable coin as well is at $1. So there's 3 stable coins in the top 10. They should just take that out, take the stable coins out, and just measure these projects up against each other. Cardano is number 7 at 50 cents. XRP 32 cents. Solana 36.16. Polkadot 7.97. I mean, there is an absolute fire sale on all this stuff going on right now. So if you still believe in some of these projects, and if you're not a fair weather fan, and especially you Cardano heads and you XRP army people, man, if you really believe in that stuff as much as you say it is, you better be buying right now. Put your money where your mouth is. Let's see what else we have down here. The Doge. Even Elon Musk said he still has faith in Doge. Okay, you got faith in a meme. DAI, dollar coin. That's a stable coin. Tron. I thought Tron was having some major problems, but here it is up at number 13 at 6 cents. Wrapped Bitcoin is basically Bitcoin being used on the Ethereum platform. So what a wrapped token is say Bitcoin and Ethereum are 2 completely different blockchains. They're not compatible, if you want to use your Bitcoin in any type of decentralized finance application, like lock it up as collateral, you have to go to a site like WBTC Cafe or something like that, and you have to wrap that Bitcoin, as what they call it, into an Ethereum token. So what it does is it locks up your Bitcoin, and it gives you, it mints another token called wrapped Bitcoin that represents that Bitcoin on the Ethereum blockchain. And then you can do all sorts of things with it. You can, like I said, use it as collateral on DeFi, and earn the interest on it instead of it just sitting in your wallet and you depending on the price to increase, but just from market forces. You can wrap it, put it on the Ethereum blockchain, and then you can put it in a DeFi platform where it will be earning interest. However, it's risky, and Bitcoin purists do not like the idea of their Bitcoin being on the Ethereum blockchain. First of all, they don't like the Ethereum blockchain. A lot of Bitcoin maxis don't. Some people are more middle of the road. I'm middle of the road. I like both Ethereum and Bitcoin. But in these DeFi platforms, it has been seen, and Celsius, for instance, the major collapse of that large centralized finance platform, has lost their butt on like Badger DAO, for instance, a smart contract exploits. I think it was a buttload of millions of dollars. They just lost it, like $65 million. I think is how much Celsius lost on that Badger DAO smart contract hack. So if you have your Bitcoin wrapped up in a smart contract decentralized finance platform, make sure it's like a really safe one, because you don't want to lose your Bitcoin. First of all, you don't want to lose anything, but you don't want to lose your Bitcoin due to a smart contract exploit. All right. Anyway, I don't know how I got on that, but anyway, so let's get on to some other stuff here. I'm mining crypto out of my computer, Ethereum specifically, and I have 2 GPUs, and a GPU is a graphics processing unit. It's just your graphics card. A lot of people buy them to play video games with and stuff like that. It helps your computer process these graphics on these real graphics intensive games. But GPUs are also used for mining. They used to be used for Bitcoin mining. Back in the early days, they actually used CPUs, just the central processing unit chip in the computer to mine your Bitcoin. That's back in the Hal Finney, Adam Back days and stuff like that. the Bitcoin, the more nodes that there are on the network, the more people that jump on the network and spin up their computer to be able to process Bitcoin transactions and add them to the block and mine Bitcoin and stuff like that, the more difficult the algorithm gets. So there's an automatic difficulty adjustment in the Bitcoin consensus network. So anytime that you see everybody jumping on the bandwagon because everybody wants to mine something, and Ethereum included, the difficulty algorithm for solving that problem becomes more and more difficult, right? And then whenever miners drop off the network, like right now we're in a total bear market, a lot of miners are dropping off the network and things like that. People are losing faith, whatever. And you'll see miners drop off the network, and then the difficulty will adjust, making the block time a little bit easier. So, okay, when you're mining crypto like Bitcoin and Ethereum and stuff like that, there is a computer, whoever found the block last, and mined the last transaction, their computer gets to throw out the string of numbers and letters. Let's just say for arbitrary purposes, it's 48 numbers and letters, lowercase and uppercase, just random numbers and letters, right? So it's that is the answer to the problem. So, what all the miners have to do is these computers are set up to just solve for they're just throwing out like you have 6 dice, right? And I roll the dice and I get 2, 3, 2, 6, 5, right? And that's that. So 2, 3, 2, 2, 3, 2, 6, 5, and 2, 3, 2, 6, 5, 1. That's what I get when I roll the dice. So I need now the other players jumping on, they have to all roll their dice, and if they don't get 2, 3, 2, 6, 5, 1 on their dice rolled, that they have to continue rolling their dice till they get 2, 3, 2, 6, 5, 1 on their dice roll, and sometimes it could take a while, and then finally somebody playing that game, let's say there's 10 other people all rolling their 6 dice to get 2, 3, 2, 6, 5, 1. Somebody finally gets it. Well, they get the pot. Let's just for shites and giggles, just say that there's a little pot there. There's a reward there. They get that reward, and then the next time they get to roll the dice. All right. So when you have a string of, like, say for instance 48 numbers and letters, all lowercase and uppercase, you have these computers basically throwing out random tries to try to get that exact same one. And they're doing it like, millions of times per second, So the more people, the more computers that get to play on that network, the higher the chances that number will be discovered faster, that string of numbers and letters. So the more people that join that network, the more difficult that algorithm gets. Let's say the longer that number gets, right? And so yeah, you have to account for the higher the chance and the faster the chance it'll get, because Bitcoin block time is basically every 10 minutes, right? Not exactly 10 minutes, but the difficulty adjusts to make it to where a block is found every 10 minutes. So, or the problem is solved every 10 minutes, and then the transaction goes through. The block is filled with all the transactions that have happened in the meantime. So anyway, I don't know how well I explained that, but I'm trying. But that's mining in a nutshell, right? So I've added my GPUs, my graphic processing unit, to the miners. So here is what the GPU looks like. I use T-Rex as my miner. And so you just go to their website and you can just download it. I have Windows, you can do it for, I think Windows and Linux. But there's a bunch of them. There's a bunch of different type of miners out there. You can choose, which mining software you want. Here it is available on GitHub as well. But I downloaded it to my computer. I have 2 NVIDIA RTX 2060s on my computer. And I don't know what this GTX 1080 Ti is, and this is RTX 2080. But yeah, I have 2 of these RTX 2060s in my computer. I don't get a whole lot of hash power, but it's like somewhere around maybe 60. Hold on, let's go over here to the 2 miners website, and I'll show you. So two miners. So you have the mining software, which is T-Rex that I just showed you. And then you have your mining pool. So you could solo mine, right? And then, but the chances, especially with me only running 2 GPUs, versus people who are running like large stacks of GPUs, or some people running ASICs. And ASICs is some kind of mining computer box that's dedicated specifically to do nothing but just brute force as fast as possible, throw those dice and try to solve that problem and get that exact number and letter. And it takes a lot of computer intensive work. Like a computer has to be real RAM heavy, and the RAM is random access memory. So when you have a lot of programs going on your computer, you have RAM, which is your computer setting aside a little data pool for what it immediately needs. And then whenever you close the program and you save what's going on, then it takes that information out of the RAM and it puts it in your actual hard drive storage for later use. So when you fire back up the program or whatever. And this my two miners is not popping up. So let me just wait. But that's what RAM does. And so what ASICs do is they have a lot of RAM, and whenever they roll the dice, to try to get that string of numbers and letters, they have to remember what has already been rolled, right? So they have to store that. And when they're doing that like millions of times per minute, or second even, I don't know, they have to store what they've already rolled right there, and it can build up and build up. And if it, and if your computer runs out of space to put what it's already rolled and it hasn't found a block yet, then you won't really be able to mine efficiently. So yeah, that's why that you need the most powerful computers to be able to have a lot of RAM, to be able to store the numbers and the solutions that you've already rolled and put them there, so it can be like, we already got that one, So here, I've been running this miner for like, I guess a month, but I don't run it 24 hours. I just kind of run it when I go to sleep, and that's about it. But I've gotten like 0.13 Ethereum, I guess. That's what I guess I'm running 48.48 mega hashes per second right now. It varies. Sometimes it gets up to like 60. Sometimes it's like down to 30, depending on how well my computer's running, what else I'm running, and whatnot, But this is the two miners program, and it shows my Ethereum address right there. I have in the software of my T-Rex, I run the program and I just input my Ethereum address into the little text file that it runs, and you change the file extension name. Instead of .txt, you change it to .bat, B-A-T, and then you run the program, on your computer. So, but the thing is with a lot of the Ethereum gas fees, although they're low right now, Two Miners has done something that's pretty cool. They have allowed you to cash out, and not in Ethereum, because you have to deal with the high gas fees. They're allowing you to cash out in Bitcoin or Nano. I don't know who uses Nano, but apparently it's like pretty easy to mine. So how to get payouts for Ethereum mining without fees. We are launching the new payout system, and this is October 11th, 2021, the new payout system in the Two Miners Ethereum pool. So yeah, like I said, if you're solo mining before, the chances of you actually getting that block, especially me with only running 2 GPUs, is like 0 to none. But if you're running some hardcore rig, maybe you can. But it's more efficient, and you get like a regular payout on a regular basis if you mine in a pool with other miners. So what people do is they pool together their hash rate, and then they can mine together, and then you get like a regular payout because somebody in the mining pool is going to find a block, and then all the hash, then it proportionally divides out the rewards according to hash rate. So it says, we are launching the new payout system in the Two Miners Ethereum pool. It will allow our users to avoid Ethereum fees when they receive transactions from the pool and to mine Bitcoin on GPUs. In this article, we talk about the new system and the required setup. So spoiler, now you can get daily payouts from the Ethereum pool starting from $1.75 without fees. Okay, so contents. Ethereum miners are getting less profit after the London upgrade. London upgrade was EIP 1559, and they implemented a system where they burn mining fees. So for the past 2 months, this is back in October, there have been constant issues with transactions after the London upgrade in the Ethereum network. Transaction fees are too high and transactions are often late. Main issues, say a miner with 1 GPU earns $3 a day. To get a monthly payout of $90 after a month, he must pay $7.50, which is almost 10% of his profit. Not only it's too much, but many miners also want to get payouts each week or even more often. The Ethereum network has an issue with high transaction fees between addresses for a long time. It didn't concern mining pools before. They could decide for themselves which transactions and fees to include in their blocks and which to exclude. Now mining pools don't have an advantage. They are forced to send payouts to miners at market price due to the London upgrade, I guess. At the time of writing, the Ethereum transaction fee is $10 per transaction. Right now, it's actually quite considerably less. So I guess that's the silver linings of all this bear market. It happens due to the Ethereum network load. The London upgrade was supposed to solve this issue, but it only made the situation worse from the miner's perspective. When there are many transactions in line, the base gas price rises. You can read more about the gas concept in the dedicated article, What is Gas in Ethereum? Ethereum transaction fees. In the case of smart contracts, widely used by cryptocurrency exchanges and online wallet providers, each transaction costs even more, up to 20 to 30 bucks. Yeah, so smart contracts, like if you're staking something up on like Aave or Bancor or something like that, it's going to cost more. And the reason is because things that are text heavy and you're putting a lot of stuff onto the blockchain, you're paying for that room on the blockchain. And just like a little, sending some money from one wallet to another, that's not using a lot of text on the blockchain, and it can be pretty cheap, but if you have some massive smart contract with some staking situation going on, and there's a bunch of complicated gear movements in there, I guess, there's a lot of text that needs to be done and a lot of stuff to be put on the blockchain, and so it bloats it up. And that's when you have a bloated smart contract, is when you have a lot of text in the smart contract. So a good developer wants to write his or her smart contract with as little text as possible, but still have the smart contract be secure and get the job done. So because otherwise the smart contract becomes too expensive. So whenever I'm staking something on Aave and then I decide, okay, it's time for me to go ahead and cash out and pull something out on Aave, it becomes really expensive to do. Like I'll spend like $200 on Aave just trying to sit here and claim, maybe some interest I've earned, or even to pay back some collateral. I've borrowed on Aave. In order to be able to pay back what I've borrowed, it would cost me like $200 just to pay back what I've borrowed. And then I still got to pay again to pull my money off of Aave. And so that's why I just got liquidated on Aave, like 3 Ethereum. And they were stuck on there because I didn't really have the money to sit there and to pay back what I owed on Aave, because it would be so damn expensive to pay back what I owed on Aave. Luckily, it wasn't a lot that I borrowed, but I still lost like 3 Ethereum from getting liquidated. It sucks. I don't know. It's just one of those situations where it's just like, is it really worth it, the decentralized finance space, because it costs so much on the Ethereum network to do any type of business on there. So that's been the attraction of Layer 2 solutions. Anyway, back to mining. So high transaction fees in Ethereum led to the second problem. Payouts arrive late. They're not always delayed, only those on days when the Ethereum network is overloaded, especially due to all these NFT projects launching. Sadly, the network is overloaded almost nonstop, and we don't think it's going to change for the better. Well, since October, it has kind of changed because a lot of people are not doing transactions right now because they're broke. The number of active cryptocurrency users is constantly growing. As a result, it also hurts miners. The pool sends payouts only when the transaction fee reaches an acceptable level, under $7.60 per transaction. The rest of the time, miners have to wait for their payouts, hoping the gas price in Ethereum goes down. So the payouts go out when the gas price goes low. Back in October, the gas price was not low, and it was very rare that anything would be under $7.60 per transaction. So, and they demonstrate this here with this average gas price chart. So what Ethereum is doing, so you're a small miner with one graphics card and you want to get paid today, right away, without paying insane Ethereum network network fees. How can you do it? A logical thing is to get payouts through another cryptocurrency network that doesn't have all these issues. So we studied transaction fees and operation speed of popular coins, Nano, and it turns out to be the most suitable cryptocurrency. And it gives a description of what Nano is. It ranks 113th among all cryptocurrencies by market cap. The main advantage is smart. It's instant and completely free transactions. Nano's traded on many cryptocurrency exchanges. Yeah, I've seen Nano everywhere. I think a lot of the Asian market uses Nano. Once the pool pays you, you can exchange Nano at any time for any cryptocurrency, even Ethereum in the end, and you'll have even more Ethereum this way than by getting paid in Ethereum directly. Pool payouts in Nano cost you nothing. Our Ethereum pool can now process the payouts in Nano. We understand that you might be surprised by our decision. Yeah, I'm a little surprised by Nano. As you don't trust this coin, this is why we came up with another solution, payouts in Bitcoin. What can be better? Unlike Nano, Bitcoin requires a transaction fee, but it's much lower than Ethereum's. Free payouts in Nano for Ethereum miners. Okay, so and then how does it work? Once the payout threshold is set by a miner is reached, the pool automatically exchanges Ethereum earned by the miner to Nano. We currently use crypto exchanges as Kraken and Binance. Cryptocurrencies are always exchanged at market price. Say your payout threshold is 0.0005 Ethereum, approximately $1.75. You accumulate 0.0006 Ethereum, $2.10, which sets the payout process in motion. The pool sends your 0.0006 Ethereum, $2.10, and coins of other miners to exchange and converts them to Nano at market price. After the pool gets money in Nano, it issues the payout in each miner in Nano. As a result, you get the equivalent of 0.0006 Ethereum, $2.10 in Nano in your wallet without losing a penny. So yeah, man, that's pretty interesting what they're doing. And this is this window here is what it looks like when your miner's running. And all you do is just change the address to a Nano address right there, and that's it instead of your Ethereum address. So down here, is Bitcoin mining on GPU possible? All right. So it sounds surreal. Everybody knows that you can only mine Bitcoin on ASICs, those big old machines that I described earlier. They sound like freaking old-timey 1980s vacuums, are really loud. Because you can imagine, Bitcoin miners are loud, they're hot, they're constantly going. And if you had them in your house, they're not really neighborhood friendly. But so that you can't really mine Bitcoin on GPUs because that difficulty algorithm that I talked about is too high. So so it sounds surreal. Everybody knows you can only mine Bitcoin on ASICs. We made Bitcoin mining on GPU a reality. You can mine Ethereum in the two miners pool and get paid in Bitcoin. Once the payout threshold is set by a miner is reached, the pool automatically exchanges Ethereum earned by the miner to Bitcoin. We currently use such cryptocurrency exchanges as Kraken and Binance. Cryptocurrencies are always exchanged at market price. So all you could do is you just go to the mobile Bitcoin wallet and generate a Bitcoin address on a cryptocurrency exchange. I have like 5 different Bitcoin wallets. And so I could pick one and I could replace the Ethereum address in the little text file that I changed the file extension to BAT file. And I just put my Bitcoin address in there and that's it. And so that's it, man. So that's pretty easy. I haven't done it yet, but I think I'm going to do that. I would rather get Bitcoin from mining instead of Ethereum, honestly. So once mining starts, you can go to your statistics page by entering your wallet address in the search field on 2 miners. So I'm wondering, when this merge happens, and it's supposed to happen pretty soon, and Ethereum mining will kind of be irrelevant. But this merge, I think the original Ethereum blockchain is still going to be there. And so I still think that there will be miners. Will it be as valuable? I don't know. But I wonder if you could still continue to mine Ethereum. Either way, whatever. You can mine all types of other stuff using 2 miners and using T-Rex. I've mined a Ravencoin before, and it's been all right. Ravencoin's pretty easy to mine. It builds up pretty quickly. And so that worked for me. And I just swapped it over to some other type of coin, immediately after I claimed, and got my payout. So anyway, this is just something interesting to look at. If you're interested at all in how mining works and stuff like that, and just some things that miners are doing. I'm obviously not some kind of mining professional, but I like to dabble, man. I'm kind of a miner myself, according to that meme. No, I'm not a miner. I mean, I just run a couple GPUs on my computer. But interesting stuff just to kind of poke around and check in on what the miners are doing every once in a while. I know back when EIP 1559 was just a proposal before it got passed, that's the London upgrade, miners and the whole idea of MEV, miner extracted value, and front running and all that stuff, and flash bots became like a major hot topic. This was around the fall of last year. And everything's been kind of quiet lately. So it'll be interesting to see what happens with the Ethereum merge with Ethereum miners. Now, there's plenty of other stuff out there you can mine if you're interested in it. Anyway, I'm at 30 minutes. I'm going to go and get on my day. I'm going to go, actually go work out and stuff. So I got my pre-workout drink and did my pre-workout video with you guys. I'll be around all day. Always shoot me a DM. Like I said, give me a thumbs up and a like and a subscription subscription on YouTube. I'm so close to 1,000 subscriptions. It'd be cool to kind of get up there. Follow me on Spotify or Apple Podcasts or whatever podcast platform you're on. And I will probably be talking to you guys tomorrow as well. So let me go ahead and put on this outro. All right, man. You guys take care.
Thank you for making it to the end of this program. If you actually like this content, give a thumbs up. And if you want to hear more, just hit the subscribe button. I'm available on YouTube, Odyssey, and BitChute, and on all the major podcasting platforms in audio version. Spotify specifically. If you would like to follow and leave a review, that would help a lot. I am also available on Twitter at EurekaJohn1. That's EUREKA John, JOHN, and the number 1. My DMs are always open. Feel free to shoot me a message. Thanks again.